Hey guys, this is Jess with EnsembleHair, and today I want to show you a cool trick that we're doing with two of our toppers. We've been doing it for a few months now and clients are loving it, so I thought I'd make a video about it. Basically, we're taking two of our bang pieces, which at this point we'll just call them a mini topper, pairing them together for smaller coverage. You know about our original fall, which is a full coverage piece, and it's amazing, but if you don't need full coverage or if you just kind of want to baby step into it, this has been a huge hit to kind of get you into that world without having this whole life-changing piece to wear. So, like I said, this is a bang piece, but it starts out this long, about 12, 13 inches long. So we figured out if we just blow dry it in a circle and pair them together, you actually get about 6 inches of coverage on the top of your head. So that will also help you measure front to back, kind of where this is gonna sit. But I thought I'd show you on me a common combo that we're doing. How the bang works is there's two clips. You just unclip them and you place them right here, or really wherever you want to. So normally how we were doing this, just so you know, you could wear it as a bang piece like this. They clip down, easy peasy. We have some hair that goes back, some hair that's forward for a bang. You could do curtain bang, you could do a side bang, you could do like a shaggy bang. The options are endless. Or you could also do this as a face frame. So if you wanted to just fill in your sides, like you wouldn't necessarily bring it in front of your hairline. You'd place it right behind your hairline, but we just part it in the middle like this, and we cut like face framing layers on both sides. And then it comes down to almost your collarbone, and that gives you a good amount of coverage to fill in any gaps. Now we have some other clip-ins that are good for that too. So since then, we've kind of just embraced this as a topper. Okay, so putting these two together, basically you can put them right up against each other, or you can space them out a little bit, just depending on how far apart you want it. So this one, you're always gonna put your front one on first. I clip it, I wanna say 1 inch to 1.5 inches, but like 2-3 fingers behind the hairline, especially if we're gonna cut it into an actual bang shape, or like bangs don't have to be this. Bangs could also be like cheekbone, they could be chin length, like they don't have to be high up. So when I say your bang piece is gonna go on the front, this can vary depending on what you want it to look like. Then you take your second piece, and this one has been blow dried backwards. So styling these or restyling these is a piece of cake. All you do is wet it down with just like a spray bottle. You don't even need to fully wash it, just mist it down. Hold it in your hand, use a blow dryer, and blow dry it in the angle that you want it to go. So if you're trying to get the most coverage out of this, you could blow dry it in a complete circle. Instead of it all going back, some hair would be forward, some be back, some to the side. That, when you measure it, is about 3 inches of a diameter of coverage. For this purpose, I just blow dried it back so I could show you, because a lot of people that are considering pairing these together, they want coverage in the back and the front, and this is how we would do it. So this piece is blow dried completely forward with a little bit going to the side. This one's blow dried completely back with some on the side. So where you'll put it, you'll open the clips, you'll find kind of the lip of the bang you had on, or you already placed, and you'll place it right behind it. Boom. But I think a lot of clients find more flexibility with pairing these two pieces together, because you can really manipulate it, like scoot these a little back, scoot it a little forward, separate them a little, lay them right on top. Like, you do have a lot of options. So these were my bang pieces when I was a lot blonder, but I thought it'd be a good example so you could see the coverage, because underneath my hair is a lot darker right now. My ends are kind of similar, but I left them straight so you can see the full length. Most of the time I put a curl in these and some layering, but I thought leaving them straight, you could see how long it actually is. Okay, so you have a little bit going back like this and to the side. And then here's your top view. So these, it's much better when we can do, it's a lot better when we can do customize the pieces together, so we can make sure that they are the exact same. Because if you buy them separately, you know, color can fade, or maybe we did it, they're all custom, so they could be like slightly different. If you have bought a bang piece in the past and you want to add on, you could just mail me your other piece and I can match it perfectly. So that's always an option too. But this, I feel like, is a true accessory, but also a lifestyle piece. Like, the accessory part is that you could have a bang front, you could have a long curtain front, you could have a face frame front, while you're keeping your one that's blow dried just towards the back. Let me show you the full back. I hope that helps. Okay, so like I said, this has been really popular combination. If you are just getting into the topper world and a lot of it's intimidating, there's a lot of pieces that have amazing coverage, but the one thing that I hear the most often is that people put the original fall on, or another full piece from another brand, and they're like, oh my gosh, I don't know if that feels like me, because it comes with so much hair, which is amazing if you're really looking for a full transformation. But if you're like, I have just lost a lot of my density, I'm starting to get some alopecia, and I just need something. Like, that verbiage to me is like, okay, you're in the market for a mini topper, maybe pairing the two together. So I wanted to show this on myself so you could see how these wear well together. And I've also found that a lot of people have smaller heads and sometimes the original fall are just bigger toppers. It's big. So like I said, the circumference of this, when you pair them together, is about 6 inches. Granted, that's not taking into account that this is blow drying forward. So I'm just saying where the mesh is, like where the bulk of the coverage is. So here's that top view one more time. And like I said, if I make them at the same time, then we can make sure that these, the two root colors match perfectly and blend into each other. One common thing we'll do from the front piece to the back piece is that we'll do like just a little root in the front, and then on the back one, we'll start to drag it into like a lived-in color, just because that also looks more believable. Also, unless you are truly like this blonde, it's less forgiving to blend with your color fluctuating, especially if you have gray hair or your color like isn't the same every time. Let's do a piece that has highlights and lowlights, because then you have the flexibility, no matter what your ends are looking like, that it would still blend. So just something to think about. Another thing you should know, you can totally wear these up. So these wear well in a full ponytail. You could wear it under a hat. You could pull these up into a half up. I do not have a halo on right now, but if you like to wear your halo with it, done deal. So if you have really, really, really fine hair, we could go with a natural halo, which is like the thinnest density. We add a lot of layering to it. It looks very natural. And then you could pair it with 2 bang pieces or just one. The whole point is to give you options and not feel like you're committed to something. I also think it's just a good baby step to try things out. So if this interests you, we do custom color all of them. We do it virtually. So you fill out a form online, we reach out to you, we get some photos. I'll ask you what your area of concern is just to make sure. I might ask you for some measurements, and then we get to customizing in the salon and we ship them directly to you, ready to go. You can bring them to your stylist after to bring up the length a little or change it, whatever. But generally we want them to come to you ready to go out of the box. So if this interests you, go to ensemblehair.com, fill out the form, and I can't wait to talk to you.